It is through the boot of the New Zealand vice-captain, Reese Pody Lane, taken down by Valentine Lutos. Very experienced Frenchwoman. Elisa Christians has been in great form, the number 22. She's the one on the floor just playing that back. So France get to attack first. Look at New Zealand already swarming up. Lily Desu will try and find a hole. Awa Tunkara has been a leading carrier this weekend. One of the youngsters and almost got away from the New Zealand defence. They had to have a second bite at her. Christians up towards halfway with some good ball as well. This is going to be physical. These two teams love the rugged stuff. Looking for a hole up the middle. Trollier finds Lutos on the wraparound back with Leia Trollier, and a hole has opened up here for the youngster. Pody Lane drags her down from behind. Break comes over the top, and New Zealand will win the steal.
Yeah, nice and isolated there, Trollier. You see Break getting right in over, setting herself defensively, just biding her time here. Pody Lane with a nice tackle, and then Break here with the immediate punch through on the poach.
Crouch.
So New Zealand repel the first French foray into their half, and now get a chance to get their hands on the ball for the first time in the semi-final. Setefano immediately gives to Michaela Break, sizes up the options and just chops off that right foot. Good tackle made by Desu. She really misses Lily Desu. Leading tackler this season in the competition. Felix Hotham now slips away from one and then puts the foot down. Jasmine Felix Hotham has got a turn of pace that surprises many. She is right up there in the speed ranks in this New Zealand team, and she's busted the French Open for the first score in the semi-final.
Yes, Felix Hotham with a big run. You see her running with the ball in both hands with the fin, and she had really no right to get through that hole, but she broke that French defense and just turned on the afterjets.
Speaking with Michaela Break a couple of weeks ago and asking who is it that she matches up with in training. They all do sprint training, but who's the one? And she actually said, yes, Mahina Paul is very fast, but Felix Hotham is a real speedster and ultra competitive as well. And that's part of it. 7 points to 0. Oh, Waka got hands on it, and it falls for hitting the New Zealand captain.
Knock on.
So more ball here for the team in black.
Over.
Been unstoppable so far this weekend and last, and Michaela Break is going to be unstoppable here. That is just bang, bang, bang. Win the restart, get to the edge, and get Michaela Break over the try line.
Yeah, New Zealand wasting no time, and that started with Waka with this tap back on the kickoff on the restart, and then she recycled herself in the ruck to get right over, and the ball just did the work here for New Zealand. Just well executed basic skills of pushing the ball into the speedster's hand. Kayla Break in 4-5.
That one goes unconverted, 12 points to 0 now, 278 all-time tries.
Backwards.
New Zealand again have won the restart, and that means they've won the ball. Restart, one of the most vital elements of Sevens rugby now. Setefano on a little searching run. Waka opens back up for Miller. Miller happy to go route, circumnavigate, and then high tackle goes against France. So France just going backwards at the moment. Back it comes for Felix Hotham. Oh, lovely ball for Miller over the 22, and just able to stop and hold up. Hironik pressing and probing France, just having to scramble Felix Hotham through one. France don't often miss in defence, and they will keep flying at New Zealand. But this is hard, hard work when the black wave keeps pouring forward. And now Waka on the step, turning Christians inside out and back again. And Stacey Waka will get New Zealand's third.
Stacey Walker just doing the work. She's so atomic on the wing. Gets the ball in hand, but this is just good work, good ball work, and good movement by New Zealand to work this French defense from coast to coast, and then Walker with the step in, step out, gets those hips turned by the French defender and turns her in the wrong direction.
Poldy Lane knocks over two. Well, Stacey Walker probably been in the shadows a little bit of some of her teammates in the last few weeks, only coming back in Vancouver, but look at that, racking up tries as well. She is in great form coming back from a broken leg. New Zealand 19-0, France. Oh, some much needed ball in hand, securing a restart, and this is what can happen when you do that. New Zealand slip off a tackle, it's a rarity, but Lily Dezou is going to make them pay for it as well. Just what France needed to get themselves into the semi-final, and it's Lily Dezou, one of their best all season, who scores for France.
Yeah, they created a really prime attacking opportunity off of this ruck, and you see Lily Dezou just shrugs New Zealand off, and you don't see that every day. And she just opens it up and gives her team an opportunity to score in this half.
Now, Lily Dezou has often been the assist queen in this French team, captaining them this week. Player who came into the side in 2023 and has been an absolute mainstay for them. They've got a foothold in the match now, 19-7 France.
Advantage.
Restart was a good 10 metres, but just too difficult for Letouz.
You have an option of the
Knock it on
scrum or
into
the line out.
touch.
Scrum or the line out.
So New Zealand are going to take the scrum. Got two options in that situation.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity for New Zealand to close out the half with another 5 points. We know how dangerous they are from the set piece.
Bind.
France trying to get really low and underneath
Set.
New Zealand. Poldy Lane gets it in and away, and New Zealand will play, even though the siren's gone for half-time, looking to go straight up the middle. Felix Hotham between a couple of French defenders, but it's been stolen away, so New Zealand opted to play, and it hasn't worked out for them because Collier came with the steal, and now France, it is their turn to put New Zealand under pressure. Ball through the hands, quickly to the edge, and Christians. They've racked off some metres here. Here's Agil. France pressing for a second score just to really put the pressure on before half-time. New Zealand beaten in the middle, and it's the veteran Carla Nessa who scores under the posts. A wink and a smile, no doubt. What a try.
Yes, indeed, Ricky. Wow, what a chance taken. And France here just coming alive, fighting for that ball in the contact piece and winning it. And into the hands of Neeson as she just proves to be deceptive here for this defense to New Zealand and slides through two defenders.
Conversion goes over as well. Well, that is France to a T. They scrap their way back into it. It's New Zealand 19, France 14 at halftime. Kiwis leading 19-14. Second half about to get underway. The winner to play Australia in the final. Oh, the kickoff landed on the fingertips of Letouz. New Zealand didn't put a player up.
Okay, thank you. All right, come in and hold. Hey, Mark's there. Hold
Almost landed
space.
for Valentine Letouz. Hiddenly brings it down for New Zealand. Got rocked back in the final minutes of that second half, having dominated early. Here's Mahina Paul with all her pace and determination. And then she's got break on the switch. Expertly manipulated by New Zealand. Break puts the hammer down and scores the first of the second half. A big play when they needed their big player.
Yeah, it started off a well-constructed line out for New Zealand, and the ball moved into the hands of Mahina Paul, and at the very last second she made the connection with Break on the switch when you just thought she was going into touch, and Break just turned it on. Look at that stride, that power, that unstoppability.
It's good trust, isn't it?
It
To
is.
be able to drop that down and know that Paul is going to drop it. And there it is, the all-time points, starting to make that move up. On that woman there, Tyler King here this week as an ambassador. I think she knows Luke Drahan with her as well. I think Tyler King knows that. Well, Michaela Breaker's made no secret of the fact that she's after that record. It's coming in. Great to have had Tyler with us the last couple of weeks, though. So now France, let's see if they've got a response, because they did very well in that first half. As Cleo Ogiel goes to ground. Carla Neeson, Jeshi's been good for them. Tunkara, the youngsters this season, stopped by Hirini. Here's Noelle Riviere. Just standing in the tackle of Hirini. Needed the cavalry to arrive in New Zealand. Or can see the penalty here.
And France just taking their time. They're going to build off of the structure of a scrum, feeling confident, playing just resiliently. That's a legend.
Looks like it. Is it a slightly nervous look on his face? He's been on the receiving end of a France defeat once or twice, lest we forget. Daniel Carter, one of the All Blacks, absolute greats, one of the greats of World Rugby.
Crouch.
Popular man.
Bind. Set.
Can't believe I just mentioned
Ball in.
playing a match against France and losing
Ball in.
for him.
Leave her. Use it.
Here comes France, their women's sevens team. Tunkara stopped by Felix Houghton, but able to get those long arms free. And here's Neeson again. That's come trouble for New Zealand. Michaela Brake knew she was heading straight to the sin bin. She's getting there as rapidly as she scores tries, but now New Zealand down to 6.
Yeah, this is a huge opportunity, huge for France to attack and make the best of it, removing one of the speedsters, the fastest woman probably for New Zealand, out of the play for 2 minutes.
Okay.
She'd started to make her way to the sin bin before the referee blew the whistle. So
Time on.
New Zealand without their strike weapon.
Crouch.
France looking to put some pressure on.
Bind.
26-14 in the semi-final.
Set.
Away goes France, and it's a really good searching run from Cleo Ogiel again, and then Dezou and Noelle Riviere just tried to force a short
Time
ball.
off.
It wasn't necessary. And New Zealand get a let off.
Yep, send them on. Thank you.
Yeah, that's just a, wow, what a miscommunication, a miscue on the pass for France. You kind of feel like they just missed a big opportunity there.
New Zealand going slowly to the scrum as well, with 6 players.
Thank you.
Michaela Brake in
Time
the
on.
sin bin.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Cody Lane gets it in and away quickly for Paul, and now Felix Houghton having to crash up through the middle. Almost busted through, but just did enough to get New Zealand well and truly on the front foot now. Tenetti. New Zealand attacking with 6. France having to scramble. Miller getting hustled back by the French defence. Paul, Mahina Paul. Good impact coming into this side. New Zealand losing some ground. Now it's the go forward for Tenetti. Slips through one defender. Lutoz and Noelle Riviere chasing. But Kelsey Tenetti, this powerhouse young athlete, comes in and gets a vital strike for New Zealand.
Yeah, Tenetti with a powerful run to keep the legs active. But the real winner here was the offload for New Zealand. They kept the ball alive. They are short numbers. They couldn't get people tied up in the ruck, and it opened up this opportunity for Tenetti. Good individual skill, but very good collective effort by New Zealand.
Oh, what a turnaround that is, you think, for France. That drop ball when they were hard on attack, and all of a sudden that lead is streaked out. 33-14 now with 2 minutes to go. New Zealand still playing with 6. Shallow restart, doesn't go 10 metres. Here's a chance for France.
No.
Tap and go from Alicia Christians. almost cut New Zealand apart. Great support play from the debutant, Bessaselli, and then it doesn't stick on the hand again of the winger, Noel Riviere. They've had their chances, France.
They have, but their timing's just been slightly off on some of these passes. The runner's overrunning, the support is overrunning the pass.
And that's just the difference, isn't it, between what New Zealand and Australia are doing at the moment and what these other chasing women's teams are doing.
Crouch. Bind.
Minute to go now. New Zealand in command, on their way to another final here in Singapore. They wrapped up the league trophy yesterday. Well, they want to go back to back.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Set back.
Pody Lane sends it away for New Zealand. They can control this final 30 seconds now. Break back onto the field with fresh legs after a little breather and a bit between the teeth as well. Busson does really well, though, to shepherd her towards the sideline. Still there for New Zealand as Break keeps it in. Now Paul G, she's had a good game off the bench. Pody Lane shovels it across. It's a bit ragged for New Zealand, but the game is won and they still want to keep playing. Now it's Georgia Miller time. An absolute menace for tiring defences. An absolute menace in everything she does. Georgia Miller cannot keep her out of the action.
And she makes it just look so easy. That long stride of hers. But New Zealand just making good, making lemonade out of lemons with 6 people short. They finally get back to the full complement, and this is what they do. Georgia Miller with the ball in 2 hands, the deception to Tanetti, and she takes it herself.
A few what might have been for France. It was 19-14 at halftime. New Zealand had a player in the sin bin, but too much class and quality, and they will go through to another final against Australia once more. New Zealand get the job done, not without its stresses, but the Black Ferns go on. New Zealand 40, France 14.